Please be seated. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for all who braved the snow and the sleet and the rain and the ice to join us. I'm pleased to announce today that all incoming undergraduate freshmen will receive a copy of Euclid's Elements as a gift from the college. Ms. McGinnis has some right there. Please pick up your books from the assistant dean as you descend the stairs. As president of St. John's College in Santa Fe, I am calling the college together for Santa Fe's 105th undergraduate and 160th graduate session. Oops.
January freshmen, please rise. Mr. Sterling, I present to you our January freshman class of 2026.
Mr. Roosevelt, these young individuals desire to be made members of St. John's College. They have given evidence of their good character and their ability to undertake the tasks which we have set for them.
Well, Dean Sterling, in that case, will you present them in the presence of the faculty and in the witness of the college in order that they may complete their matriculation by signing the college register?
A little too excited. January freshman class, please come forward as your name is called.
Jackson Harding Brown, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Robert Raskovich Cheney, Tyler, Texas. Nathan G. Chi, Shanghai, China. Will Cutler, Montclair, New Jersey. Rowan James Dwyer, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Sophie Regina Haxey, Hamden, Connecticut. Patricia Jin, Guangzhou, China. Tuki Kim, Mapogu, Korea. Sohyun Lee, Goyangsi, Korea. Itamar Lubliner, Jacksonville, Florida. Daniel Ma, Castro Valley, California. Vaughn Maria Francisco Martinez, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Paulina Oliver Cipares, Santiago de Querétaro, Mexico. Carter Thomas Peck, Coppell, Texas. Bo Peng, Shanghai, China. Denise Rodriguez, Houston, Texas. Last but not least, Jonathan Robert Roth, Kaufbeuren, Germany. Please join me in welcoming all of our January freshmen. That's good. We would also like to welcome back students who are returning after time off for the spring semester. Please hold your applause until after I finish reading their names and the classes that they're joining. Mr. Christopher Campbell, Jr., Nina Danielson, January freshman, Vanda Demko, sophomore, John Hicks, sophomore, Delia Moon, junior, Violet Sheridan, sophomore. Please join me in welcoming back all of our returning students.
Graduate Institute student, please stand.
Virtually.
Mr. Wolpin, I'd like to virtually present to you the new member of the Graduate Institute.
Thank you. Mr. Roosevelt, actually there are multiple new Graduate Institute students. They are unable to attend, but I want to say that these individuals desire to be made members of the Graduate Institute of St. John's College. They have given evidence of their good character and their ability to undertake the tasks which we have set for them.
You're sure?
I am sure.
Well, if you are sure, Mr. Wolpin, will you present them in the presence of the faculty and in the witness of the college in order that they may do something else other than sign?
They will sign
the
it at some
register?
other time.
Sign the register the other time.
That's right, that's right. And by the way, just so you JFs don't think that you're special and the GI students don't get a copy of the Euclid Elements, we already sent it to them.
Does that make you angry? No, it should not make you angry.
They're special and you're special. So here they are. Haley von Strausberg from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Edward Hamilton Cruz, Claremont, Oklahoma. Joseph Toby Griego, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Janelle Koyani Clausen from Lacey, Washington. Robert Bayless Laney, Ventura, California. Stacy Renee Rains, Olaf, Kansas. Jun Hyuk Shin from Gwangju, South Korea. and William Bryan Strange III from Dallas, Texas. When they review the tape of this event, let them hear a round of applause welcoming all of them. I blew it. And now I have the great pleasure of introducing Mark Roosevelt, who will give some remarks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dean Walpin. Welcome, everybody. I actually get very few opportunities to speak to you about what I think it is that we do here and what I hope that you may get from being here. In fact, the next formal time you hear from me will be at your commencement, or if you choose to attend other commencement. So I do want to spend a few minutes just talking to you about the journey that you're undertaking. Welcome. You've joined a community of learners who wrestle with bold and radical ideas. We are searchers. We do our work with honesty, hopefully, and mostly tempered by civility. These values, honesty, a commitment to rigorous searching, civility, respect for and true openness to the ideas of others, are largely lost in America, certainly in our public dialogue. And they're mostly also missing from much of American higher education. But they still have a home here at St. John's, and now you have a home here as well. Now, it would be odd for me to talk about your new home without acknowledging that some things, the mask that I was wearing, indicates that are more precarious than they used to be. I hope that you appreciate that we will do everything we can to keep you safe, and we hope that you will do everything you can to keep yourselves and your classmates safe as well. But I don't want to talk about that this evening. I want to talk about what an unusual community you are joining. Having met a few of you and talked to a few of you, I know that you know some of that, but I doubt you yet know how truly unusual it is. Older admissions materials explaining the college say, quote, "The goals of the St. John's program are not those of other schools, and the meaning of a liberal arts education here is not what is thought of as a liberal arts education elsewhere. The standard questions and usual considerations about college barely apply." This was true when it was written decades ago, and it's even truer today. St. John's is as different from other small liberal arts schools such as Middlebury, Pomona, or Oberlin. Mr. Walpin went to Middlebury, as these schools are from the University of Texas or Ohio State. But what exactly does this difference mean? It's part of our approach that we don't try to figure things out for you or explain that for you. But I believe that exploring this difference a bit now will help you think broadly about what you're engaged in here and provide you some context for your journey. You probably know or have seen signs, or maybe the signs are down. Our big fundraising campaign, which we've just gone through, is called Freeing Minds. Freeing Minds. That slogan or words were chosen by our alumni to best describe what it is we seek to do. So we claim that we seek to free your mind. How do we do that? Our mission statement offers some help. It reads, quote, "The educational mission of St. John's College is to foster searching consideration of the most important human questions through reading and discussion of great books. Through the study of these works, the college seeks to free human beings from prejudice and unexamined opinion, and to help students make thoughtful choices in your public and your private life." Now, freedom is a complex concept with multiple potential meanings. And in fact, it's true that by joining St. John's, you're actually foregoing many freedoms that others view as important and that you would experience at other colleges. For example, our ambition to help free minds clearly does not mean granting you the freedom to choose what you're going to study. No, we're talking about a really different kind of freedom. A freedom that isn't given, but is earned. The statement of the program says, quote, St. John's College is persuaded that a genuine liberal education requires the study of great books because they're both timeless and timely. These books are your most important teachers. These guys are really important too. They illuminate the persisting questions of human existence, and they bear directly on the problems we face today. To say that asking you to go through an all-required curriculum and the beliefs behind it, to say that they run against trends in American higher education is to engage in massive understatement. Most schools now encourage students to exercise the freedom to design their own education. It's one of their selling points. And I suppose for some students, well, no, let's be honest, for a vast majority of students, that is what they would prefer. Students in these schools are not required to study outside of their comfort zone. They are free to hold the beliefs that they came to college with relatively unchallenged through their college experience. They're not asked to go places they do not want to go or have not already been. At St. John's, you will be required to confront ideas and ways of looking at the world that are markedly different from your own. You will be uncomfortable, not just occasionally, but often. We believe a freer thinker comes from when you know how others think, what they believe and why they believe what they believe, and when you learn to listen, to really listen. From your survey responses, which I looked at about 35 minutes ago, a vast majority of you expect to have frequent conversations with people from diverse backgrounds and points of view. And you value far more than other students at other colleges do the diversity of thought that you will encounter here. Ours is not only a diverse program with diverse students and points of view, it is also a very challenging program. We ask you to overcome your fear of being able to do higher order thinking in mathematics, science, philosophy, and literature. By learning that you can do what you might have feared you could not do, you will become not just a stronger student, and you will, but you will become a stronger and a freer person. We don't believe that it helps to free your mind to spend time in a lecture hall writing down what someone else is telling you to think. That is a fundamental precept of this college. And it's not just a semantic oddity that we call our faculty tutors and not professors. We asked that question of you at our first gathering on Friday night. It represents something really important. I think you knew that and know that. The faculty at St. John will not profess the truth to you. Because of that, a question is even different here. At most colleges, a professor asks a question because they know the answer and they want to see if you do too. Here, St. John's tutors will ask you questions to invite you to go on a journey, a shared exploration, not because they know the answer and are seeking to find out if you do, because they probably don't know the answer, and there maybe isn't one even at the end of the journey. Because tutors are also searchers, open to the possibility that they might, alongside you, learn something new. You, the less experienced colleagues of your tutors, and the equal partners of your classmates are going on this search together. You'll be dissecting texts together, looking for insights together, and helping each other to understand. Another major difference, perhaps you won't always feel grateful for this, is you will work very hard here. The freedom to not apply yourself, to be a passive participant in your college education, is another freedom you will not enjoy at St. John's. But by giving up these various so-called freedoms, we strongly believe that you have the opportunity to attain a far greater, far more important freedom. And that freedom is to understand some of the most important thinking that brought us to being who we are, where we are, and to be able, as our mission statement says, to free yourself from prejudice and unexamined opinion. It's a hard-earned freedom, To attain it, you must give of yourself. You must open your mind and your heart to new thinking, and you must dive deep. Learning that, you will learn that that's how discoveries are made. Intellectual discoveries, personal discoveries are made. That's how a life is built, and that is how a mind is made free. I'm convinced that becoming a freer thinking person is why you chose to come here. To those who know me even a little, they can tell you I do not flatter, but I have to tell you, I am impressed by your choice, by your courage and willingness to take a more challenging path. I believe that your presence here is an indication of how you're going to make choices throughout the rest of your life. You've shown humility and courage in choosing St. John's, and now you must show another equally important characteristic in life: perseverance. Commit to seeing through the struggles that are up ahead. I will promise there will be struggles. You will gain greatly by seeing through. You will know what it takes to persevere through adversity. And you'll know that finishing things that are hard makes you stronger and freer. We know a good deal about what makes a successful experience for St. John's. The most essential positives are to connect, to engage, not to isolate. You should also learn how to fail and how to recover. You will struggle in your time here as you will struggle in the rest of your life's journey. That's natural. It's to be expected. And to learn how to get up again and keep going is an essential part of succeeding here and succeeding in life. You should make considerable progress on the work of learning what is truly important to you, what lights your emotional and your intellectual fires, and therefore, perhaps, also make progress with determining what you may choose to make your life's work. We, all of us, faculty and staff, your fellow students, are here to support you. You've heard this already, but it's worth hearing again. Seek us out. We're working hard to make sure that you have all the support services academically and personally that you might require, but it's essential for you to have the courage to ask for help when you need it. And also, I know these days that we've had now and tomorrow are a little bleak, but look and find and embrace the beauty. We live in a very dark time. To put it bluntly, the world is a mess, and our country faces enormous challenges. It's a time in which it is ever more apparent that we as a species are self-deluding and short-sighted. And yet, beauty is all around us. You should, and I hope you will, stop many times a day to take in the incredible beauty of the high desert of northern New Mexico. But there's also beauty in what you will be reading, in our attempts to take stock of our condition, our stories, our poems, and our songs, our attempts to understand ourselves. They matter. They matter a great deal. And they are something significant to hold on to. And there is beauty in our small community at St. John's. As the world around us is ever more divided, ever less willing to offer the benefit of the doubt, and undervalues kindness and gentleness, I ask you to think about how your actions and words affect your classmates and all of us. Kindness and respect are contagious. Help us spread them. And now, begin with confidence. You chose St. John's for a reason. Remember that. And remember that we know that you bring great things to us. You will add great value to this college, and you will receive immeasurable gifts in return. Thank you for listening. Welcome to your new home in St. John's. I declare the college in session. Convocatum est. I'm not stepping on that.